wouldn't mind, that would be
Now I'm
Poggers,
recording.
because nice.
Molly,
Nice.
did you just use poggers in this recording?
You're dead.
Gonna be
Dead to
documented forever
you're
now.
dead to me.
There it is.
Poggers is a
Okay.
meme. Poggers is an image-only phrase. You can't actually say it out loud.
Face poggers.
Spoggers.
We're all cringe.
Poggers. I like
All
spoggers.
right.
Okay.
So, Robbie's at work right now.
Okay.
So,
We
he's
can
just here to.
decide for ourselves. I think we
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk.
All right.
I think
Like,
we were
it's
the-
late. Most of my lab is
game-
gone.
The game has ended.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
evening
Hey.
time and we're all retiring to our rooms at this
Before I
point.
get
Mhm.
rolling, how's everybody's internet connection? Can we turn on cameras?
Oh.
If you wanna watch me cook dinner. yeah.
If you want to see my fuck show of a room.
Hey, no judgment here.
Give me a couple. I'm judging myself, so.
On. I'm cooking.
Cooking with Molly, the new
Someone else
show.
turn their camera on. Hey,
I
thank you,
got
Marty.
you. I got you.
Hey.
Featuring my walrus
Hey.
from the '90s. I found him
Molly,
in the
are
closet
you
in the house I
cooking?
lived in Cincinnati.
I'm making miso soup. I recently figured out how to actually do it, and for it to turn out like good, and I can't stop doing it. And I very much enjoy a good soup.
Especially on those cold winter days.
Yes, today wasn't too bad. It was it was warm. No, it was colder but very wet, you know? So
It was very wet here in Maryland today. It was like raining all day. So I feel your pain.
Fuck?
Ethan, are you good? Do you have to hide like multiple blow up
No,
dolls?
I.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm standing my desk up. Okay. Where the fuck is the camera? There it is. Oh, that's not high enough. No. We go higher.
You standing?
Yeah, I'm standing. All right.
you got one? Oh, you got one of those fancy ones? Fancy
Yep.
desks? Woo.
All right. So everyone leaves.
Oh yeah, because we were in our room.
Mhm.
So they all leave and we're just like hanging out.
You don't have to go anywhere.
That's
All right.
convenient.
No.
Who the fuck?
Ban him.
No.
Ban him.
He owns this server.
Ban him.
Fuck. Dude, nobody told me we were talking. Hey, what the fuck are you guys doing? Oh,
Dude,
are you doing the talk?
Conversation.
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Ow.
That's why.
Yeah, I was like, hey.
Leave.
We're having a private conversation.
Okay, bye.
All
I
right.
can just Milo just sticks his head in the bedroom. It's like, hey yo.
Violet. She sort of pushes him out with her foot. Everyone leaves. Violet make sure that no one is like lingering in the hallways. Then she
Yeah.
shuts the door and locks it. Then she turns around.
I think Senriel's sitting super awkwardly on the edge of the bed.
She's
Like she's sitting at this point, not standing.
She's like, so Clark,
I think- Yeah, what's up?
I've heard you recently just got laid off.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Well, I'm here to offer you a job.
Okay, what kind of job?
So, the line of work that I do is investigative work. So, people come to me for investigative issues. Okay, it could be someone is missing, or that I need to talk to someone about some payment or whatever. It's not run by like the huts or anything. It's a privately owned business that I do, and it's sort of how I got by during my entire life. But recently, a customer came in with a large promise for a payment, and for this job, I obviously had to come. This isn't my home planet. So I had to come from another planet in order to investigate something that, in light of recent events, is a growing concerning problem. There is possibly someone trying to overthrow the Republic government.
Whoa, you're no kidding. That's a big deal.
Yeah. There is some corruption in the elites, and I am working to sort of remove that corruption. And part of that is there is an apparent weapon being made. And this is a very unique weapon. And as Senriel described to me, it can imitate force-like powers. We get the
I
specs.
don't think I've ever heard of anything like that before. That's crazy.
I got a tip of a noble trying to control the masses through what is called as a neural pulse. It is some sort of technology that uses electromagnetic waves to affect brain chemistry and make implicit suggestions to those it affects. Now, I reached out to Senriel first because I saw her attempt to do something similar. But she has alluded that her practice is more natural, and this is more of a technological thing that anyone can do.
Yeah, it seems very more artificial and man-made as opposed to the natural way, intrinsic way of the Force. So it's definitely concerning.
And we think that we might have been shown a demonstration at this when you were talking to the Xenogenics people about your ship. When that guard...
The guard that with the anger management issues.
Yes.
It wasn't just anger management issues.
Yes,
It
was.
didn't look like it. It looked pretty intense.
Mm-hmm. Now, we cannot confirm or deny whether this is actually the weapon in effect, but it's plausible that that may have been due to this sort of neural pulse.
Okay.
And so currently, we are trying to, I'm trying to look out for, this weapon and the possible people affiliated with this weapon and try and take them down. I have reached out to Senriel, and Senriel has told me that she is willing to help me with this sort of mission. And I was hoping that you would do the same. And I only ask help of those who I can really trust, who have a good heart and they have good reason to also help out in this endeavor. And, over the past couple of days, I think you've shown both of those.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you think that way of me, but I don't know, what specifically can I do to help? How do I help your mission, I guess. And yeah.
This is where things get really complicated.
Uh-oh.
And I haven't told Senrail yet, but the guy we're actually trying to save, this Scion guy, may have something to do with this weapon, and xenogenics may be a possible target for the nobles. This is what was implied to me by the Hutt, which is how I actually initially got captured. I got captured because I asked the Hutt for more information on this sort of encounter because, you know, Hutts control everything. So I figured she might lead into an insight where I got a little overconfident for myself and then ended up getting captured. And since you know a lot about the company you work for, I was hoping you also might be able to grant us some insight, and I can really take any help that I can get.
Plus Clark, I feel like I don't know exactly, but this is very relevant as a Force user and a member of the Jedi Order. This is very malevolent and an unnatural manipulation of people that I feel is wrong, and I can't sit by and watch this happen and not actively try and stop it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I'll help you out here. The way I see it, yeah, I agree with you, Sunreal. Something about this potential underhanded stuff all going on, it just doesn't sit quite right. And um I think also I personally just need some answers about my
Right.
situation, about this company, and I think this kind of aligns with that. I think this is a good way for me to find that sort of information out.
Well, and then Violet's gonna put her arm out and she's gonna say, "Welcome to the fold," and sort of handshake you by the arm.
Right. And we haven't explicitly made this clear to our other group members just because I'm not sure how they would feel about me being a member of the Jedi Order and Violet having more motive than making money.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, and so that kind of brings me to something, Senriel. I wanted to apologize a little bit to you for not completely coming clean with you in our earlier private conversation.
It's all's forgiven. I understand completely. Honestly, I might have even done the same. I'm just glad it worked out, and I know I have a better idea now of who you are.
I will say though, just not to clear my name or anything, but just to put it out there, I did not lie. Did not say anything untrue. I perhaps just omitted a few
Admitted
key
to some important details. So, if you don't mind, can I ask about some of those details? You don't have to answer
Sure.
anything.
No,
comfortable.
this is tough for me to talk about.
Mhm.
I don't, but I think that's only fair.
Okay. So start with, I guess, that's a really cool light katana. Where
Thank you.
did you make it? How did you?
I did not actually. It was given to me by my and you see him show a little bit of emotion, a little bit of sadness as he talks about and he says it was given to me by my former master.
Yeah. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Senrio looks like is very distraught at that because, like, yeah, like not knowing what happened to your master is would be
I
pretty shitty.
think, and actually, I was wanting to ask you about this in your because you studied at the academy, right? You went through
Yeah.
training, and did you learn anything about, I don't know, is there a way to project like a dream or something like that? Because
I'll make a lore check because I don't know. I haven't opened my character sheet yet, so give me a second.
Can you please just tell me what you roll? I don't have roll 20 pulled
Yeah,
up.
you're good.
no, you have to pull roll 20 up so you can look at the result, Robbie. Gotta do it. It's not real
Oh, it's
unless you do it
making
that
me
way.
log in. Sorry. Do. Why is Joey in here?
I
Why
don't
does he
know.
have
He said he
He's
was
gonna
Joey
taking notes or something. I don't fucking know.
Lurking.
Yeah, lurking. You can't let him know that you rolled a lore check.
Oof.
Wow. How
7,
bad.
Robbie.
A 7.
Oh, yeah.
A 7 on the lore check. Okay.
For whether we know how to project into dreams, as if we're taught that as Jedi in the temple.
Um, I'll say, in your training, you did learn that sometimes the Force operates on its own without, being encouraged by like a specific, like a Force sensitive person.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
uh, like there might be a way, you're not sure, but it is also possible that it could have just been completely random. Like it could have just been the Force. Like if something like that were to happen, it could have just been the Force guiding someone into a dream.
Okay. Senriel turns to Clark and says, "Well, the Force works in interesting ways. It's just like any other natural phenomenon. It can't really be predicted. I don't entirely remember any specific techniques that allowed dream projections. But it could have happened unconsciously, even, or subconsciously, whether that was you reaching out into the fold or someone searching for you. What happened?"
Well, yeah, the reason I ask is a couple of nights ago, I had this dream, and it just felt so real, and I thought I saw him. I thought I saw my former master, and something awful was happening. And I just ask because if it is real, I I need to find him.
Oh yeah,
I need to help him.
yeah. I think it's never easy to assume the worst, but I think the Force does things for a reason, and so we will do our best to help you find your master.
See, he kind of takes a big sigh and he says, "Thank you. I appreciate it."
So you didn't train at the Jedi Temple. How are you so well versed with the Force?
It was my master. Um he, as far as I understand, used to belong to the Jedi Order, but left and returned to my home planet where he basically he discovered me essentially as a very young child. Discovered that I was force sensitive. And I'd been training with him ever since, training with him, all the time until he one day just disappeared without a trace.
Were you
Who would-
training secretly? and working at the same time?
No, this is before I left to work for Xenogenics.
Okay.
This is when I was young.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at fucking Tyler and Joey and chilling like a group in voice chat. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Yep.
We could
Yeah.
have our own secret conversation.
We're gonna have our own. Yeah.
Centurial, I think, definitely tries to reach up and put a comforting hand on Clark's shoulder if he's sitting down next to her or wherever, because yeah, that would suck to just lose your Jedi Master like that. And she says, I can't imagine losing my master like that. I'm so sorry that you have to live with that not knowing what happened or what's going on. Violet's pretty good at investigation, so if anyone can figure it out, it'll be her, and I'll be there to help every step along the way. So
Very good at what I do.
Well, I can imagine so based on what I know of you so far.
And other matters, I also wanted to bring Clark in because we have a problem. So this Scion guy also told me that Beeg is trying to kill this guy. And
Clark's just like, of course.
And obviously, that's a problem for me because of my investigation, but I think it's a problem for a majority of the party because they want to, do the thing that they were told to do. Knowing Big and how unhinged he is, I think he will definitely try at best to complete his plan. So I will try to track Big the entire time. With my Rangers Core DM. But I can't make any promises. I was thinking that, and I don't fully trust him because I don't know what the hell this guy's deal is with being here and being stationed here, and he's thrown a couple of really weird answers compared to where he's actually like what he's actually doing. But I think we can get Milo easily on our side about this. I think he's expressed that he doesn't want to just genocide everything, and that he definitely wants to see this guy saved and returned to his daughter. My only so I was hoping we would get him on our side, and then it would be at worst a 4v3 because Rarj just kind of does whatever Rarj does, and then Nulo just seems to not really give a shit about what happens. So I'm not sure if I can or if like we can be as convincing toward them, but I think definitely we can get Milo on our side, and then whether it's talking to the entire team beforehand about what's going to happen, or if it's we secretly all know that this is going to happen and we have some sort of final confrontation to Beeg.
Let's see. Clark is gonna jump in and say like, I think it's very hard to get a read on him. So I'm not saying he can 100% be trusted, but I think that there is definitely more to Nullo than meets the eye. He's definitely not, he's not like kind of what I was expecting.
Okay. And just to clarify, I'm not trusting them with the information about the weapon neural pulse yet, just because I literally don't really know anything about Nulo. And for Milo, we still have some stuff to work out, some issues to work out. But I'm trusting that you two can be able to keep that whole thing a secret.
of course, yeah, Milo is aware of my background and what I'm capable of.
Okay.
So that's something at least. He doesn't hate the Jedi Order.
Okay, that's good.
Clark, what do you know about Nulo?
Yeah.
Just, I don't. To be clear, I don't know a lot about Nulo, but just from we've been sleeping together in the same bed, 5 feet apart because we're not gay. But anyways, um, he is, I think just from interacting with him and spending time with him, he is more. I think he's more chill than I was expecting. He's a little bit more like in touch with himself than I was expecting, if that makes any sense.
What do you mean by like chill? Like as with go with the flow, or like
Yeah, he's not. I saw. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the red lightsabers, and I was very worried. But he is. Yeah, he's more like go with the flow. Um,
It's tough because we don't know where his flow stops.
yeah.
I guess you
that's
could
true.
say.
And he has he does potentially have some amnesia problems.
He did
Um,
murder people at one point.
yeah. So, like I said, I don't know. I'm just naturally kind of drawn to like the dude, but he's a tough one to get a beat on. He's a tough
Yeah.
one to understand.
Well, Clark, if you guys are you're closer than any of us to him.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get some more insight into his character, I would trust you if you deemed his character good.
Okay. Yeah, I can certainly try. See what I can learn, see what I can pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's nice to know I'm not the only force sensitive one on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting because you're not with the Jedi Order, so you can operate on your own terms. I was on my way to a separate mission when I crashed here. I have no idea if they're looking for me or what I need to be doing. Since the off-world communication is down, I have no idea what's going on or if I've accidentally caused some trouble.
So you would have been training from a pretty young age as well then, right?
Yeah, I showed some force sensitivity when I was pretty young on my home world, and I got sent to Coruscant relatively early. I don't know. I definitely remember my home, and it was a good place.
I don't know, like
Ethan, what
sorry, I'm
camera
just
do you
scared.
have? Sorry, I'm just like your fucking camera keeps moving.
Yeah, that's I know what that is. The problem with that is it's trying to refocus and I keep moving my head.
Hold your head completely still the whole time. Then it will be fine.
That's fine.
Sunreal, let me ask, and it's just because I'm curious. You don't feel like don't feel like you have to answer, but I mean, do you miss home leaving that young, or has the Jedi Temple just been your whole life? How does that vibe work? That's just not something I've ever understood very well.
Yeah, it's hard. I think that's the hardest part for me. Is as a Jedi, I'm supposed to be unattached and dedicated to the Force first and foremost. And I am. I do my best, but I don't know. Family and is important to me. Um, you probably have never seen someone else that looks like me, um, and I miss seeing faces like mine. Um, yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, I think we established out of character, right, that none of us recognized what species you were when
Yeah.
we were first doing intros,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, she's just a funky. She looks pretty humanoid, but she's very not human.
Yeah, not quite.
But yeah, she definitely. I think she says, "Okay, so what next? I guess we're gonna go to the lab. Violet, what should we focus on when we get there?"
Yeah,
Um,
I don't really have an idea of what's going on in there other than just like I
Bad
want
stuff.
answers. Yeah, well, probably bad stuff. I don't like the look of things, but
I don't. So obviously, I don't think they would be that careless and store the weapon there. But I think implied by the attack we saw and by the initial look at the xenogenics lab is that the weapon might have been used there. And I'm looking for
Right.
traces of that. And I'm looking for specifically answers from that man, which is why I need him alive.
Good to know. We'll do our best to
Which is
keep Beeg from killing him.
yeah, which is obviously why I want to involve Milo and then Nulo if you think we can involve Nulo into stopping Beeg from taking out this guy. Um, yeah, I think we've gotten to know you a lot, Clark. Did you have any questions about me?
yeah. Tell me about your childhood. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. How was your relationship with your father? Um,
Clarkwood.
I mean,
Good.
Clark would. Yeah, group therapy with Clark. Um, I guess Violet. So, did you come from? I don't want to sound offensive, but like more of a backwater area. You kind of seem to not have very many good food options there, from what I've gathered.
Do you remember how the Duro sector looked when we fought Bangwa?
Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that was pretty much a similar area where I lived.
Wow, that's that's rough. I'm sorry. It
Ah,
sounds
that's all
hard.
right. I'm, you're more sympathetic to me than some would be at my home planet.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Is that Sentinel is super stupid. She's like, does that mean there was a lot of rich people? Sorry, I'm just trying to understand why people wouldn't feel sympathy for you.
I don't know.
Okay.
How did
They were
your temple feel about my people?
fucking lore check.
Another lore check.
Is that the best? Is that what I should do? I don't know.
No. I don't think so. I think it's actually like a judgment call by you.
What was the question?
I
Uh,
think we're trying to figure out if Senriel can understand why Violet is bitter about her homeworld.
That would be insight, I think.
Okay, let's see if Senriel can understand social cues.
okay.
It's also me that's just kind of missing it as well. Ouchie.
Ouch.
A 10.
I'm gonna take that as a no. 10. I don't know how bad can you roll. Actually, I'll just say like just generic. It's not gonna be like a roll off because I don't think Violet was trying to be like deceptive. Maybe like a little bit guarded, but yeah. You can't tell
Okay.
the reasoning.
So is Senriel just gonna look at me like dumbass or something?
And she just knows to show sympathy and
What does it mean?
just
Clark,
nods.
I'll just say Clark kind of doesn't understand what's going on, but he like nods and pretends that he's like, yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
Senriel's nodding and pretending as well.
Uh, Violet just kind of rolls her eyes, and she's like, yeah, "That's kind of what I expected."
Tell
Uh,
me, tell me about that. Oh wait,
she's
sorry, I'm still in
way
therapy.
more. She's way more guarded now about
Oh shit.
Um,
her body language now.
Senriel
All right,
says,
I gotta go, you guys. But I like where this has gone so far.
"Thank you,
it's,
Robbie.
Thank
it's
you.
spicy.
We'll see you soon."
See ya.
Peace, dude.
Senriel says she wants to recover. She says, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of things I'm finding out I don't understand. I grew up in the Jedi Temple, which meant I learned a lot about the Force and how to use it and how to hone my body and use those kind of skills, but I'm figuring it out. I'm really bad at interacting with people. And I miss a lot of stuff, so I'm really sorry if I ever miss
It's
something
it's
important.
it's Clark's turn to reach over and kind of like pat there.
She sort of smacks Clark's hand, and then uh she's like, "Yeah, I know that the Jedi Temple are the pieces of shit that they are, and that sometimes they just ignore us, but whatever. Let's just fucking drop it for now."
Are they corrupt already? It's like 1,000 years before.
I mean, the
And-
Jedi have been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the Republic is about to be founded, and the Jedi are going to be like incorporated into that.
Oh, thanks. I don't know Star Wars.
I made a lore
Okay.
check in my head.
So it's possible for them to be pretty corrupted already and just turn a blind eye to
The
issues.
people who actually matter on their own planet, yeah.
The Jedi are on Coruscant, right?
Yes.
Are you from Coruscant?
Yes.
Does Senriel know that?
No, but now she does.
I think you make that really like that. Violet makes that like that bitter comment of the Jedi are really good at ignoring the problems in their own like backyard or something, and Senriel just goes. 'Cause
Like the
she gets it
you know,
now.
like the monkey puppet that's like looking out of the side of his eye. Like,
Senriel, yeah, doesn't say anything, but she gets it now. That's good.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
We have a plan now.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll do our
just
best to.
stop Beeg, find the fucking traces of the weapon, and continue with our initial plan, which is save the father.
Yeah.
So.
and who knows? Maybe he'll know what was going on, or know something about what was going on in my cargo hold.
Yeah, it's a bummer you got drugs planted on you.
Yeah, kind of ruined my day, but it happens.
Yeah, no big. All right. Well, tomorrow then, and then Senriel goes to sit and like meditate in the corner or something, because she knows Violet, or she says Violet, do you want us to step out for a moment?
No, I can step out. I need to get some fresh air from this place.
Yeah, fair. It's fair enough.
And then Clark, you see her screwing around with her wristband and then leaving the room while talking to it.
And then Senriel says, yeah, Violet likes to record the day's happenings nightly, so I'm
Gotcha.
gonna meditate until she gets back, and then we can get some sleep.
Okay. Karg's like, all right, got you, and then just like lies down in bed and goes to sleep.
All right.
All right.
The
So
curtain
now,
closes. The credits roll.
yep. So now you two know the plan.
And now I
Well-
know why Violet is so angsty. I have a better idea at least, because yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And we know the plan, and we will be able to execute it without you, hopefully, Saturday.
Hopefully. Well,
we'll see.
Robbie will be able to open the door with my character, and I can't make any more promises.
Just give him a
It'll be
fat
fine.
bulleted list of what Violet would do in every situation possible. and
Yeah,
it should
okay.
be weird.
It's like, yeah, here, Robbie, here's our 200-page document about how today is gonna go.
Yep. Easy. All right.
Should we join Tyler and Joey?
Yeah, sure.
Up over there. Nice chat, guys. By the way,
Yep.
I'm liking on your two
All right.
backstory.
All right, I'll
I'm
stop the
liking
session.
I'm liking the juice.
All right.
What do you